Back inside the Bank of Colorado Arena as the Bears knock off the Wildcats 83-60. Aaron Rath here with you as I joined by head coach Jenny Huth. Coach, just talking off air about that time between the first period and the second period. It was 21-19 after the first, and then you just ran away with it. What did you tell them in that break?
Well, I mean, I think one of the things is we know this is a sense of urgency for us to play our best. And I think we were a little bit nervous, not quite ready to take the open looks that we had. Defensively, I think we just needed to lock in a little bit better than we were. And we are a team that we get into game flow and then we start understanding how to defend a little bit better. We're an experimental team, unfortunately. But we did in that second quarter. I just said, stay the course, stay the course. We're trying to be our best selves, and I thought we settled into the game much better.
It was really an all-around effort from your team. Of course, you got Jasmine Gales and Michaela Eisenbart and Alicia Davis, but then you got play off the bench from Olivia Wickstrom, and Mel Finau was a defensive monster down there with 3 block shots and 2 steals. She was just a beast down there.
Yeah, and we've been on her to play, ahead of the plays in post defense and get deflections and play early. And I really thought she did a great job, and she's playing a little bit more poised on the offensive end, especially just making really good decisions. If she has the take, she takes the lane. If she doesn't, she kicks it out. And understanding time and score, I thought she played really mature out there today. Olivia, she does like to come off the bench and give us a little scoring punch. I thought she did that well, and then I think she also settled into the game and didn't try to rush things. And we're much better when we don't. When you play different lineups, sometimes we had some possessions in that second half where we were a little out of sync, and we got to get better at that, because when you go into the conference tournament, everybody's knows your plays, knows your stuff, and you're gonna have to have somebody come in and do something off the bench for you. So it's super important that we get these kids minutes.
Coach, we talked about this team early in the season, kind of not clicking, missing a few punches down the stretch of games, but really this last, 5 in a row wins, but really the last 10 games, this team has really turned that corner. They're really clicking these last 5 games for sure, and you got to be happy with the way they're playing going into the tournament.
Yeah, I knew early on in the season that we had really good players. We have good character. We work hard. It just takes time, and chemistry doesn't just happen overnight. And you have to buy in. You got to sell out. You got to be about the team. And I think we're starting to hit our stride in that. And that's something we want. We want to do this in March, and March is when you play your best. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we want to finish strong, and we still have some work to do. We've had some lapses in that second half that we need to shore up, but overall I'm really pleased with our focus.
Coach, you got to feel good this win tonight. You lock in a bye in the first round next week. Gives you a little bit of breathing room and a chance to sit and watch some basketball. Give some of these younger players a chance to learn the venue before they get out there on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome opportunity. One of the things we wanted to do this year is just really improve from last year, and I think we've done that. We're not beating ourselves like we did last year. I think we're playing way better defense. You brought in 2 freshmen that can really score from the outside. Everybody's a little bit older and a little bit more mature, and that's been really fun. It's fun to watch the evolution of this team, and we are sisters. We look out for each other, and it's starting to take shape on the court, which is really great to see. And I think going into tournament time, that's what you need.
Yeah, you can tell they're really in this together. One more game left before we get to that tournament. It's against this team again. They were really out of players. They only had 8 coming in, and now injury. Hopefully she's okay and she's able to come back. But one more tune-up game. What's that last little tune-up thing you want to do before tournament?
Well, I think it's shoring up our defense and just playing, tighter there, not fouling, not putting people at the free throw line. And I think it's our free throws, getting to the foul line, taking a breath, relaxing, and then also taking care of the ball with ball movement and flow. You don't want to play stagnant.
Yep.
It's really important to have good flow. So those are pretty much the 3 things we need to shore up.
All right, Coach. Well, I'll let you go celebrate with your team after picking up a big victory tonight, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach.